Hey everybody, thank you for coming back to the BNS channel. Today I wanted to go over what I worked on, and it's transition time for Scentsy, which means that we are changing out our fall and winter items into our spring and summer items. So what that means is that we have to pull out the fall and winter testers that are no longer going to be sold in the spring and summer catalog, and replace them with the new items that are, or the new scents that are coming out for spring and summer. So that's what I worked on today. You're going to notice that I have two boxes. I have a tester that I had gotten with my kit, and then I won one at Spring Sprint. So the one on top here actually has all of the scents already put together. So when you get your kit, this is what it looks like. They come in all stacked up nice and neat. And you actually have the ability to carry that around with you. There is a handle that you can fix, and I guess I have to pop it out, and I haven't done that yet, but you can fix it and it comes through this hole and you can hold it as a handle. So this is a very, very neat packaging item that Scentsy sends with your kit, and that's what I was working on today. Now this bag, what I have in here is all of the old, and I'm going to try to do this with one hand, all of the old testers for my basket parties, which are the mini testers. So these are all of the old ones that I've pulled out. I've got 4 basket parties that I can loan out. So there's a bunch of these in here that are being pulled out that aren't going to be for this was one of my favorites actually, but they're not going to be sold in the spring and summer catalog, so I had to pull them out. I do save them for 2 reasons. One, they could come back and I can use them again. 2, I can give them out as little gifts, and I'm going to show you what that means in a moment. And 3, sometimes I like to just warm them myself, so I kind of hang on to them, and sometimes I use them as samples. So like if I empty these out and I warm them myself, what I actually was thinking about doing is making lotion samples for our new layers line and putting the creams and stuff in here, obviously taking off the sticker and relabeling it with what's inside. But that would be a cute little sampler for the layers, creams, and stuff. So, and I've got quite a few in here. So I could give these out as samples or whatever. So that's just for my basket parties. And then in here are all of the old testers that I pulled out for the large party testers that we have in our kit. And these are no longer available to purchase. And again, I saved them because they, one, could be a gift, or they could be used myself. And this too, I mean, it'd be awfully big, but I could use these as a sampler as well if I wanted to. So I also know people that have emptied these out by warming them. What you can do is open it up, turn it upside down in your warmer, and let it melt out. So you can go ahead and actually use these. And then I've known people that will take the scent of the month and melt them in here so that people have the opportunity to smell, and they carry these around with them. Not necessarily to give away, but at least to have someone smell it. So that is the large testers. And then in here, you're going to see something that's kind of old. And what it is our large testers that we used to get in our kits. They call them the white caps. And basically, some of these are still good. Like this is still in, this is still being sold. But we don't use these testers anymore. And to be honest with you, yes, it was more wax, but yes, it was a lot more bulky to cart around with you and bring to parties. And they're very heavy. So when you have a big box of them and you have 80 different scents plus, it got to be quite heavy. And, you know, it was nice when they changed to the nice slimline ones. So these are all of my old ones that I'm no longer using. And I'm just going to put them in storage, and actually I'm going to use these if I would like to as well. Okay, so as I promised, what I wanted to show you really was what I was working on today. Now granted, I had to sort all those out. I took all the old ones out, I put all the new ones in. But this right here is what I worked on today. When I said to you that I like to give them out as gifts. These are a lot of the old testers. This is part of my original kit that I had gotten when I signed up for Scentsy, which they no longer have these anymore. And I think they make magnificent little gifts for parties. So what I've done, and I've just started, so there's a lot of them. What I've done is I've just taken a bag and I wrapped it up. I put a little hook up here and put a little bow around it. And what I'll do is at parties, depending on what kind of games I'm playing or if I'm doing any drawings or that sort of thing, I will hand these out as my prizes. And I'm going to tell you, people love them because, one, sometimes they get scents that are no longer available and they can actually use them. Like this one's Inner Peace, this one's no longer available, and they get to utilize this. So I don't make it overly time-consuming to create them, but I do make them so that they're kind of cute. And when there's a bunch of them with the ribbons, which I ran out of ribbons, so... But when there's a bunch of them with ribbon, they're really cute when they're all lined up on the table. And they can come up and pick their own, or I just hand them out to the individuals. So that's what I worked on today, bagging them up and tying them up and putting the ribbon. And like I said, I ran out of ribbon, so I had to stop. But that is what I do with my old testers. And I will do that with these as well. Once I get rid of all of my large testers. Now keep in mind I'll probably keep some of them because I like to warm them, and these particular sized ones were actually probably about 6 cubes out of the 8 in a 3-ounce bar of Scentsy. So there's quite a bit of wax in there, and like I said, if you take the cap off and you turn it upside down in your warmer, you can actually warm the wax and utilize it. So again, I just wanted to share with you what I did today. That is my little party plan and transition time for Scentsy. And hopefully you learned something out of it and you were able to take something with you to your own party, like maybe these little party prizes. All right? Have a sensational day, everyone. Bye.